This is what I made as a personal chef in Beverly Hills. I always start off by making a mental list of things that must be done first. And usually the first thing I like to take care of is the protein. In today's case, it's this Mary's organic chicken, which I broke down, seasoned liberally, put into a cold pan, and set the heat to low to render out the fat. While that's going, I jump onto the veg. By the way, did you know it's Brussels sprouts with an S at the end and not Brussels sprouts? I feel like not a lot of people do. Anyways, I cut off the stem, then in half, and remove a few of the outer layers that don't look as pretty. Give them a rinse and let those drain. I check on the chicken and put a press on to make sure that all the skin is touching the pan and to promote even rendering and browning. Toss the Brussels with a bit of olive oil, salt, and into the oven. We got these beautiful multicolor heirloom carrots, so I peeled them and cut into obliques. Carrots are also one of the vegetables that we get every week from the farmer's market delivery. The chicken is looking pretty good. I pull them off the heat and into a pan when they're about 80% cooked. This is so that when it's time to serve, I can just throw them into the oven at a high temperature to quickly finish cooking and not have to worry about timing or getting the skin crispy. It's a good way to take the stress off if you're throwing a dinner party and you don't want to be rushing when your guests arrive. I add some water and salt to the carrots and let those gently cook in the oven. To make the pan sauce, I finally cut some shallots, add it to the pan, give that a mix with a wooden spoon, and scrape the fond off the bottom. Add some crushed garlic, deglaze with some Chardonnay, and let that reduce until the alcohol smell is gone. The Brussels are nicely roasted and good to eat at this point, but I had a bit of balsamic vinaigrette left, so I poured some over the Brussels and threw it into the oven to caramelize. Brussels sprouts are one of those vegetables that absolutely need a little bit of a char. The carrots have cooked, so I drained the water, added a little agave, salt, and into the oven to finish caramelizing. The wine has now reduced, so I add in chicken stock, let it reduce, and to finish, mount the sauce with little knobs of butter. You do have to be careful when mounting with butter. If your sauce gets too hot, it'll break. If it gets cold because you add too much butter too fast, the fat will congeal and it will also break. There are ways to fix it, but if you do it with just a little bit of care, you won't have to even worry about it. Heat control is one of the most important parts of cooking. With everything done, I start to plate. Agave roasted carrots, balsamic Brussels, sauce on the bottom so the chicken skin stays crispy, then the chicken, and that's lunch.